Hey you, yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Stars will too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments you get priority reply. No instant, that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon.
What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Man, here, man. 122 pounds and 10 and 5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Shout out to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
All right, man. I want to squeeze a live in. I've been busy today, probably busy tomorrow, early on. So I want to squeeze a live stream, man. Terence Crawford spoke to Mike Coppinger on ESPN and told them basically Errol Spence don't have nowhere else to hide, and when he get done with Errol Spence, he gonna F up Jermell Charlo. So talk about that real quick. So not gonna be long, not gonna have people on today. Don't ask me for links. I'm gonna be in and out like a bank robbery, right? So so he basically, so he went in. He don't really do too much talking. Yeah, he went back and forth with Earl. All right, you can make your debut. You ready to make your debut, baby? She ready. She chewing on her bone. This is Minnie, my hair. Big Minnie, little Minnie. It's the puppy. Look at the camera. She like, hell nah. Here. She want her bones. Let me wrap her back up. For some reason, this fox fur cover I bought for $5 at Walmart keep her calm. So we working. We housebreaking right now. She'll start some of her discipline training tomorrow. I'm not gonna train her too hard. I only had her a week. She just turned 8 weeks last week. I got her at 7. Almost 8. So, man, but if you bite me, we're gonna have a problem. So he went to ESPN. He had something to say. He said, hey, Spence, I got something to say. If he do the Texas two-step, bro, man, I'd be happy. If he do the Texas two-step and go upside both them niggas, I don't like neither one of them niggas, bro. I mess with Jermell as a fighter, but, he just be doing too much with the fans and shit, man. I ain't even gonna get into some of the stories I heard people witness firsthand. So Terence Crawford says he wants to go straight into an Errol Spence fight next. No tune-ups, no appetizers, no prequels to the original movie, none of that. He said he want to go right into it. Now, people were saying, oh no, Crawford need a tune-up. That was leaking out. PBC probably wanted Terence Crawford to do a tune-up because, so they can introduce him to the crowd or hope he get knocked off so they ain't got to make the Spence fight. They forced him making this Spence fight, but nonetheless, let's keep going. So so it says Terence Crawford told ESPN on Saturday he'll be surprised if he doesn't strike a deal to fight Errol Spence Jr. Y'all see that? To fight Errol Spence Jr. in 2022 for undisputed welterweight championship. Terence Crawford 38-0, 29 KOs. The Spence have been started. Okay, we already know that. So Crawford is even open to a multi-fight deal with PBC, an organization that rarely does business with Top Rank and manage virtually all the 147-pound fighters in the world. He said, quote, "I'm free to do whatever I want," Crawford said. "There's nothing standing in the way from us fighting. No promotional company that's blocking it. There's no wrong side of the street. There's no nothing. Let's see who's the best welterweight in the world is," right? So he went on and says, now everybody's saying Errol Spence is back, so 100% ready. So now it's the perfect time for me and him to fight, Crawford said. He'll call me out, so I ain't back. I ain't no backing up. He said, quote, quote, definitely it's bigger now. There's a lot at stake, undisputed on the line. That's bigger than the fight that was going to happen between us in the past. So he said the marination is working. This would be my second undisputed title in 2 different weight classes. 140 is the other, and that's never been done before in history of boxing. So I'm looking forward to it as well. Now, people trying to say, well, the undisputed didn't matter. Well, like I said before, beating up on Kell Brook coming off a loss, taking the belt from Sean Porter, which, it was debatable between him and Danny Garcia, and beating C-level Ugas, parking spot 101 in the casino parking lot. To me, that ain't press. That ain't Hall of Fame. They just names. You know what I'm saying? If Sean Porter getting in the Hall of Fame, he getting in the Hall of Fame based off of, doing something, just fighting everybody, not beating everybody, just being a throwback competitor. If he get in on that, or he might go in as a media personality or something like that, and that's fine, But by the platinum standard, as a regular fighter who didn't have no tragedy, ain't none of them niggas Hall of Fame. Danny Garcia did well at 140 pounds, but he didn't become undisputed. Right, and you can make a case at 140 he was undisputed, but he didn't get undisputed. So, like I said before, at 147 he was below average. But you can follow me everywhere by hitting this Linktree link. You find that link in the description as well too. Hit it, find me everywhere. Appreciate it. You can donate, by Cash App, Venmo, PayPal there as well too. But Cash App $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, roll the bottom of the screen. Those are also in the Linktree and in the description. PayPal link in the description and Linktree. Full text salute. What's on Ricky E? He said, "Subsidies I gave Detroit a C-." Damn. I really don't even have no expectation. Salute. He said the Manny Penn gonna replace Mason as the prediction dog. Her and Mason they did good today. We gotta stop the nipping. She had four. She was a litter of 5 or 4 brothers, so she play rough. She nipping at everybody. Venmo right there. What's going on, Don Dada? Salute. He said, "Zach, let's get it." He said them Crawford memes are harsh towards Spence. Yeah, them shits was funny, bro. Spence not fighting Bud, champ. He got no choice. He got no choice to fight but to fight Spence. What you mean? Where else he gonna go to make a real dollar? People talking about, well, Spence is the A side. I don't care nothing about that shit. The only reason Spence got leverage, if Spence was an A side, Crawford couldn't negotiate. Think about that for a minute. It would be no negotiation if Spence is the A side. It wouldn't be no hard negotiation. You know what I'm saying? It'd be something like, with Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd showed up with his gloves. They told Floyd what gloves to wear. Show up. You can negotiate a couple $1 million maybe. You know what I'm saying? But when you fighting the A side, ain't no negotiation. Because once Canelo said he moved on, we about to move on. Then they come back to the table, say, "I'll take it." So I'm saying if Spence was the A side, won't be no negotiation. Spence is a product of PBC monopolizing the welterweight division. That's what it is. He's a product of being a regional fighter. But nonetheless, I'm not here nor there. I'm getting beat up by this bone though. But he said, "I'm going straight into it," said Crawford, 34-year-old native of Omaha, Nebraska. "I don't want no tune-up fights. I don't want nothing. I want to go straight into it." So there you go right there. PBC trying to trying to probably get him to do an introductory fight, hoping that he lose and they can make the fight they want to make with Keith Thurman. Now they can't make the Keith Thurman fight because Keith Thurman ain't do nothing but 30,000 pay-per-views. Now if Keith Thurman did, 200,000, if he did the imaginary 240 that Spencer Nugas did, then hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they can, they can rationalize it. But You know, Keith Thurman did it to himself at the end of the day. So he said no tune-ups, no nothing. PBC been the one that's been leaking out and talking about tune-ups. Which at the end of the day, if they fight in September, cool. He got enough time if the fight fall out with Spence to come back in November, December, and get a fight. If you wait until November and you hedging your bets on Errol Spence make it to November without getting in any trouble or having a setback, you sadly mistaken. Unless no contract say I get the same money for fighting Joe Slow, the backup, as I get for fighting Spence, then cool. That's fine and dandy, diddly. That's fine and dandy then. Like Canelo, if Caleb Plant got sick or injured, then Canelo would fight Anthony Durrell and get the same pot. So he telling you right now, no, Crawford ain't never talked suspect. Now he might say I'm moving on from the fight because that's just out of frustration negotiation. PBC just really tried to age him out, and that's the honest fact. They're really trying to slow that train down. And at the end of the day, they didn't anticipate Thomas the train, getting in no trouble and all that. But then again, how couldn't you not? If Nate Jones from the Mayweather gym know Errol Spence was a drunk, why not get that nigga some help? But you know why, man? Because all them that he controlled the money. And once you say something to the money man, he cut you off, then what? Tell me your daddy couldn't put you on Alcohol Anonymous and no shit like that. You out here drunk. People talking about, Errol Crawford born outside. Where Errol Spence? The fuck that nigga born as sandpaper? Man, he ain't even sandpaper. He born as a blank white piece of paper, bro. He born as hell too. Talking about he got personality because he danced with niggas and kissed niggas on the cheek. Get out of here. That nigga born too. He can't even talk trash. Where's the contract? Well, why y'all ain't never asked why he ain't send no contract to Keith Thurman? Dude, you betting on Bud. That's all I need them. Of course. What you asking a question that's fucking rhetorical for? Big G, salute. Castanos, because the only way to duck Undisputed is to fight for Undisputed. Well, like I said before, they gonna make that happen with him. Charlo, there's just too much money involved. Heard to man, get out of here, man. You talking bull jive. I ain't trying to hear that. And if he did go to Top Rank, so what? Fury ran in Top Rank and he still fought Deontay Wilder at least once and he fought him twice. So, say what you want to say. So what? Bob Arum been involved in way more bigger fights than Al Heyman. So what? Bob Arum let black people into his media room. So what? Talking about Champ Side, Errol Spence make sure Champ Side get in there. Man, you might make sure Champ Side get on his knees and spit shine and shit. Nigga be dick sucking, boy. I can't stand niggas like that, boy. Like, Ellie Sackback, man, that shit, man, I be messing with Ellie, but, man, anytime nigga be just spit shine that shit. I just can't stand niggas like that. Niggas at work, yeah, boss. I brushed and I brought my own power washer to clean off the dock, sus. Anything else you needs me to clean your car? Like, I hate niggas like that, bro. I'm not about to dick suck again. I don't even care how much the ticket is. I'll stream it then at the end of the day if I have to. I'll stream it. I don't need their validation for no interviews. And then you say something wrong and on your video. They watch all these niggas' videos. They watch everybody's videos. And they ask the fighters who to let in and who to not let in. You know what? I don't give a flying fuck. This ain't the NBA or the NFL. And if it was, if they ain't let me, if I can't say what I want to say, then, forget it. And that's a message to all of them. Forget it. If they can't talk how I want to talk, I don't want it. I don't want it. What that bandman Kevo said, his wife, he tried to buy his wife his own house and they had 2 different houses. She said, if it ain't in my name, I don't want it. I ain't mad at that, baby. As soon as you get mad, you're going to be on the street. You're going to be on the street. She done playing with her bone. Big G, salute. He said, Castanos. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Cruising to go back in your cage, sister. Hold on real quick, y'all. You gonna stop nipping at me. I don't care if you playing or not. I'm tired of you nipping on me, dude. I ain't no veterinarian. You ain't gonna just keep biting me. Because only the way to do okay, I read that one. Al Heyman said Spence career, he said Spence career course, and Bud wasn't a part of the course for and yeah, that's why he was in that Canelo fight. That's why he was originally in that 3-fight Canelo deal, allegedly. Caleb Plant, Benavidez, and Errol Spence. For real, Arby, what's going on? He said, Rodney don't believe that BS. Man, everybody playing up. Rodney need a woman. How about that? Something salute. He said a drunk gun case got him a few years of probation. I don't think he's off, so he can't fight outside of me. Yeah, they can give you permission to fight. He about to fight Manny Pacquiao in Vegas. So that's a debunk. Andrew, salute. Said them ninjas in line kiss Spence. I mean, I ain't kissing none of them niggas' ass. He better be Ken. He better be Ken. Shit, I ain't kissing none of them. They got me, man, please. Yeah, Errol, I like the color of your shoes, Errol. Like, man, get out of here. We talking boxing. That's like me and LeBron. They say you get one question. You ask that nigga, what's your favorite LeBron? Man, irrelevant. He said it's like Al knows the outcome, what's going to be the result. Even Floyd Mayweather knows. What Nas say? It's like an AIDS test, waiting for the result, not positive. Who the best? Ain't no best. East, West. He said it's like an AIDS test, waiting for the result, not positive. But let's keep going. He said Crawford, it's time to happen. The time is now for Undisputed. I just think the fight where is a fight where I can display my skills and my talent to the fullest. I think Spencer's a great fighter, and I think being in the ring with another great fighter will bring the greatness out of me. He said it's going to bring the out of me. He said it's going to bring the greatness. So then he went on to say, he said he already knows who he wants to fight after Spence. He said, and I'm effing up Jermell Charlo. He said, put that in there. After I beat Spence, I'm moving up and I'm effing up Charlo. End of quote. Bars. He let Texas know. Houston got a problem and don't know how to deal with it. He let Charlo somewhere PMSing off that quote. Ooh. Slob coming down the nigga nose like a kid. I can't believe he said that. What he done at 54 to deserve a fight with me? And you got these Nimrods talking about, well, he ain't did nothing at 54 to deserve, or he ain't did nothing at welterweight. What they got to do with price of tea at China? Honestly, what they got to do with price of tea at China? So whatever Usyk done or Vander Holyfield done in cruiserweight or before they got the heavyweight ain't part of their legacy. Dummy. What did Floyd Mayweather do at 54 to deserve an Oscar De La Hoya fight? Somebody tell me. What does he do at 154 to deserve an Oscar De La Hoya fight? How many fights did Floyd? Like I said before, these new age boxing fans and these new fighters, man, they dumb. A slice of raw bread is more smarter than them. They dumb. Easy to debunk. What are you doing at 54? That's why it's called pound for pound. That's why if I'm a champion in another weight class and some of the sanction belt bodies if they vote me and give me permission, I can move up and fight another champion. That's what the WBO super champion is all about. I can jump up and become the mandatory right away. So at the end of the day, Charlo crying and stuff of that nature, dude, at the end of the day, that'll be your biggest payday. You're not going to fight Spence. That'll be your biggest day, your biggest payday. So what we crying about? That nigga always crying, man, like he barely made graduation. He barely walked across the stage. Mr. Lee changed his E to a C because his mama came and asked him. Probably did a little bit more than that. Always emotional ass nigga. You like, what's your favorite food? Nigga, what? Nigga, shrimp fried rice, nigga. You like, man, like, bro, like, do you really want to be in the room with them niggas, dog? Do you really want to be in the media room and not being able to have your pistol? Or if you got your pistol, you really want to have to use it in front of like 25, 50 people behind the scenes? Do you really want to be in that position? Because they think they the only niggas that got guns. They think they the only niggas that got connections. Do you really want to be in that position? You know what I'm saying? You ask a simple question, you know what I'm saying? Well, what was your favorite part of what, nigga? Fuck that fight, nigga. I'm on to the like, man, come on. You really want to be in that PBC lobby in that room? Man, you don't. Trust me, you don't. But Radio Raheem and Mel Cheryl, Joey Phelps get all the exclusive interviews, and then you interviewing a fighter, and everybody got the same interview you got. It's about who pick it up, who put it up first. Like, you really want to be in that? You really want to be around that? in front of some of them corny ass niggas, man, in that media room, and you gotta slap somebody and you gotta catch a case, do you really want to be around that? Cause you're not gonna sit here and disrespect me, bro. Like off rip. You really want them to sell you cheese? You like, what you think about Spencer Crawford? Terence Crawford ain't for nobody, and okay, keep pushing that narrative. Come on, you ain't even around like the real OGs. These new trainers, man, they ain't shit neither. They don't even know how to have a fighter breathe the right way. He said, CJ, have you seen the shorter Errol Spence drunk? Man, come on. You always drunk. Smash the like button, share the content on all social media platforms. Salute the Kofi universe, man. Subscribe to Kofi for the latest and greatest hip-hop news. BMH ETV said, Charlo says, man, that nigga, man, that one, the Jermell just too emotional, dude. He's just too emotional. I don't know what's going on here. But like I said before, he said what he said. He said what he said. So, if you need to know where Terence Crawford stand at in this whole thing, he been saying the same thing for a while. If it was up there, it would have been, even if he was an A side, as long as Bob Arum didn't stop it, it would have been happened. It would have been happened because Bob Arum could have took Tyson Fury, just made the Anthony Joshua fight off rip. If you got $40-something million to put up for Dillian White and and Tyson Fury, that man, they got 100 M's for Fury and Joshua. That's gonna flip in the UK, and it might sell a couple dollars in TV rights in America. And Jermell Charlo doesn't want a real champ, man. Yeah, like bro, most people would favor you beating Terence Crawford. So what's the issue? What's the issue? Like you ain't gonna go up to 60 and find no work like that. You and Jaime ain't gonna sell shit out unless you fight your brother. I'll buy that, but they said they ain't gonna never fight. Not mad over shrimp fry. Man, that nigga just, man, you just wonder, like, bro, you need to go to Be Live and just get the nastiest hoe in there and just let your frustration out, bro. Like niggas like that, man, they don't be getting none at the crib. Or they ain't getting what they need. Shit whack. What's up, Cole? He said, what's up, Fotex? What's up, Kobe? Salute. He says, what's up, Kobe? Zach say, Mel be on 100 for no reason, bro. You already know he the type of nigga that you go out with your homies and we gonna fight because of this nigga. And we know, you just know, like, he going, yeah, we gonna have to fight. He said, let's get these likes, so hit the like button. But he said what he said. He said that, ain't no roadblocks. And Errol Spence all right, somebody tell me, what else can Errol Spence do to make the money that he gonna make with Terence Crawford? What else can he do? What else can he do? Terence Crawford been making more money than him. He been fighting on pay-per-view, and Crawford been making more money than him. And Crawford don't do no pay-per-view, no sales, but Crawford making more money than him. So we can establish that right now. Crawford don't have no name, or he, what you mean? Crawford been fighting on ESPN. Errol Spence been fighting on pay-per-view and doing 75,000 pay-per-view. He probably ain't even really doing 100. So 100,000 people seeing Errol Spence and probably another 300,000 people streaming. He ain't even got 1 million people streaming and watching the fight like that. At least Crawford been seen on the platform, but then again, it ain't even about that no more. It's time to thump. And they saying all this shit about Crawford. They joking, they talking shit. They still, they still going with the lie. At the end of the day, the truth gonna be the truth in the ring. Crawford gonna prove to be for real, or Errol Spence gonna prove him to be a fairy tale. I just want to be there to see it. I believe Terence Crawford is gonna do what he needs to do. Is it gonna be easy early on? No, but I think about 4-5 rounds, I think you're gonna see the tie starter. It might not even take that. Might take longer. He might come from behind and knock him. Who knows? But at the end of the day, Crawford ain't never really hardly wavered from what he wanted. He wanted this to go down like Young Jock in 2009. Hey. And if Spence was an A side, Crawford just had to show up to the fight. His face probably won't even make the damn poster. But Spence don't have no other option. I'm telling y'all. His best other option is fight Jermell Charlo. And he like, I'll fight Charlo. Here, Charlo, no, we brothers and all that. Man, ain't what Spence said. We was supposed to be brothers. That ain't what Spence said. Spence said, if the money right, we'll fight. He all talking about we supposed to be brothers. Spence ready to knock your head off your damn shoulders. And look at you sitting here. Look at you sitting here. We supposed to be brothers. We train. Derek James said, what am I do? Go to the next ring, alternate corners in the fight. What Danny Jacobs and Derevchenko do? Second in command went with Derevchenko. Andre Rozier went with Danny Jacobs. When you break bread, you gotta break bread. Shit. You know what shows you, go both corners in between wounds. Nigga, you just supposed to miss it, get a part of that check. Shit, Jermell, you can tell Jermell scared of Spence. He got his ass knocked out in sparring. I ain't fighting him. Well, I gotta fight him. It's always why. Like for a nigga who ain't never had no big money fight, they never had a fight that anybody cared about. Let's be real. Ain't nobody care about Jermell Charlo fighting. Nobody but Tony Harrison. And that's because he lost. Ain't nobody care about Jermell Charlo fights. Him and Castanos did what? See, I talk about niggas who stars and shit, man. What him and Castanos do again? Hold on. What him and Castanos do it? There's more people at Walmart today in Hick Lick, Alabama than it is that watch that fight. Come on. It's the most watched live boxing match since December 2019. Showtime's most watched. And look at these numbers. It said Nielsen Media Research viewership figures Tuesday indicate an average of 422,000 watched the highly competitive, thoroughly entertained. Only 22,000 people watched that fight. With a peak towards 536. And Stephen Espinoza said a peak don't even exist. So only 42,000 people watched him. Only 42,000 people watching fight Castano. And they had like $200, $250 floor tickets. And you talking about, what Crawford done? Man, nigga, you should be begging Crawford to come up. Baby, please don't go. Please don't eat, man. That motherfucker should be on their hands and knees. Come on. That nigga should be on his hands and knees. I wanna. That nigga should be out there begging. That nigga should be out there on his hands and knees like Jodha Street or Black Street. Come on. Profound Dreamer salute. Appreciate it. Hit that like button, ho. So Charlo don't want no work with Bud. He's supposed to be the strongest out there too. Man, nigga say, what he done? Who he done it to? Who he fights? I just can't do it, boss. He said, why they call him Eskimo Joe? I mean, nigga said he was cold one night, and that's probably how he got the name Eskimo Joe. Male the type of friend you gotta chill with at the crib. Can't go out with the bros in public, fuck around and get smoked, or catch a case with his ass. You ain't lying. Charlo should want to fight Bud. Why not? If you're a bigger fighter than Park Boogie, Bud wants some facts. That's your biggest bag. Like I told you, Errol Spence don't got nowhere to go. He forced into this fight. It ain't publicly. He don't have an alternative good enough to reason why he didn't fight this fight. If he go up to 168 pounds to fight Canelo Alvarez, that's ludicrous. Canelo ain't even paying him. Canelo said, I'm taking legacy. Canelo and Kareem Usman is a better fight, than Errol Spence. You understand? People talking about, I think Marcos Vegas on fire said, I like to see Errol Spence fight Triple G. You understand Triple G would knock his motherfucking block off? Y'all understand how treacherous it is from 47 to 60, dude? It's the reason why they put 54 in there. That's a lot to ask anybody to go up there and take, even a 40-year-old Triple G shot. That's a hard thing to do, bro. I better put some respect on. I thought there'd be niggas say this. Y'all better put some respect on Triple G name. No welterweight in the world gonna whoop Triple G. Not at 60. Shout out to Sean. He said he got on his knee. Man, I'm talking about some strawberry. He said, hey, if I just about to say the same about Charlo, brother, because remember when he was fighting my man from Detroit a couple years ago, talking crazy to him. That nigga, man, he won't say that shit in Detroit because he wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it out. Not the way he came in. Derek James slipped up in the minute they aged, but I did it live on the Tax Tech. I did it last Friday. Talking about he Roy Jones, he got a good fighter, the unfighter with this all athleticism. Man, nigga, man, I'd be glad when they gone for. If he beat Jermell Charlo, Errol Spence, man, he'll be doing a style. Can't tired of them Texas niggas, man. Jamal don't want to fight nobody. Jermell when they complain when his money fights coming up, then he said he don't pick the fights. Maybe man, nigga don't even come on. Dare be saying some dumb, even if he got himself checked by Porter. Check the shit out of his ass. Speaking on their business, like, man, what type of gossiping nigga is he? He's so who in control. What is it? Is it because Kenny threw the towel in to show who he's in control, or was it because Errol Spence softened up Sean Porter? Which one is it? Man, when he get his ass, it's gonna be the best day in boxing history. I won't be mad as Bud, took a couple piss and threw it in his face after the fight. Won't even be mad. Shit, tired of them niggas, man. Them niggas is buffoons. Texas need to be, man. Black Texas fighters need to be banned from boxing until 2035. I'm sorry, Ammo, man, but niggas that's fighting out of Texas need to be banned after this shit, man. Them niggas is terrible. I always talk the most shit, but then, when it's time to get busy, it's keep us up, yeah, that be my bad. It's always some shit. They talk the most shit, but don't be fighting nobody. Niggas over 30 and they still ain't got no marquee fights. Niggas over 30, these niggas the Sacramento Kings, nigga. They the Sacramento Kings, the Queens. The Texan Queens. The Queen of Queens. Them niggas be talking all that junk, but don't be fighting nobody, bro. That's what make it bad. Like Leo get a pass. Leo ain't doing what the team saying, like do what Al saying. How are you doing today? How's your father? How's your mother? He's so nice. You gotta get that nigga pass, man. He's just too nice. I heard multiple people interview Leo said he's just too nice to press. Jermell and them, I'll fight. I'll move up, fight better BF. Jamal said that shit. He said I'll move up, fight better BF. I'm like, okay, shit, let's make it happen. Benavidez got to come down. He don't got nothing that I want. Oh, he got to get vaccinated. He got to get. This bull crap, man. All these Texas niggas do, and all these niggas around the world who ain't got no friends and just wear shit because it's a fad. You know what I'm saying? They just do shit because it's a fad. You know what I'm saying? They go out here and buy these shoes and shit because it's a fad. And the shoes made at the same plant or right across the street from the Shaquille O'Neal's. Niggas just do dumb stuff. A lot of niggas they just go with the trend. They just go, they don't even like Spence. They just say everybody else rolling with them. Melvin Smith will be a good. Yeah, it'll be good. I pay for that. Spence dropped Charlo, and I heard he knocked his ass out. What's going on, Renardo? Salute. He said Spence versus Charlo will never happen. Nope. Mel always talking about the next man. Go sit down. You ain't lying. I heard a little nigga walked up to him, his father. Didn't even tell that story, dude. Man, he said EJ and James about to sacrifice Charlo in 2 weeks. He finna cry again. Man, I hope Castanos win. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care how racist Argentines is. Somebody told me they was racist. He's, man, I hate the Charlo. Dude, racist over there. I'm like, hey, I don't even care at this point. Shit. He said, I remember Joel Casamayor. Nobody talk about this. He called Tim Bradley a nigga right before. That was like Tim Bradley's first fight on Top Rank. He called him a nigga. He ain't call him a nigga like my nigga. No, he called him a nigga like with the ER type of nigga. That was the sentiment that he had. You know what I'm saying? He was saying it as a derogatory term. If Spence desperate for the moolah, he'll fight Charlo. Charlo won't fight him though. Ammo Williams gonna be the man at 60. He better hurry up and take this Texas baton. He say male type to get mad because nobody in public know who he is. It is what it is. Remember he's on the school bus, his son. Somebody, you don't even know who they on the bus with. Man, you ain't nobody, nigga. Shit, niggas on YouTube. Roxy Ego more famous than you. Lobo Chap, Spencer Charlo scared of Bud like he's an Uji boy. I don't even understand why, bro. Like that's a winnable fight for Jermell Charlo. That's how Bernard Hopkins made his name, fighting blown up welterweights, moving up to 60. Really, that's how he made his name. And Bud smoked Charlo. Only thing left is that nigga can't make that weight. He can't hold. He can't hold that. Even the Amir Khan, he stuck in there for a while. But Canelo can crack. You know what I'm saying? He just if he outboxed Canelo, I'm willing to put that nigga in my all-time top 10 greatest of all time. I'm willing to move in the motherfucker out that top 10. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it ain't gonna be Sugar Ray Robinson, aka Walker Smith. He said Charlo about to knock out this get knocked out maybe out next week. There's some people saying Charlo is the type change the game plan. He did it in his last rematch with Harrison. Man, he ain't changed shit versus Harrison. He got his ass whooped the worst versus Harrison. The second time he just caught him. Charlo ain't changed a damn thing in that fight. They just durable. That's their best thing about it. Errol Spence is more skilled than, well, I can't say that. It depends what Jermell you're talking about. People haven't learned what happened. Said Jerron Ennis will whoop Triple G. Man, hell no. Man, I love Jerron Ennis, but man, you understand how much weight that is, bro? Do you understand how much? Do you understand the dude he just fought is what, 5'11", 70-something inch arms, and how big that dude is? Man, you crazy. Nobody under 54 whooping Triple G but maybe Jermell Charlo, Fondora, and maybe Castanos. Like, you understand how strong Triple G is, bro? You understand his punch variety is crazy. It ain't like you just got to watch out for a power jab or watch out for a right hand. He got a left hook, right hook. He got an uppercut. You know, I'm making the case for Triple G, man. What's in my cup? Man, Jerron Ennis, man, hell no. Hell, that's just too much fucking weight to ask anybody. Nobody at 47 can beat Triple G right now. Nobody. At 160, you sound crazy. He ain't even the biggest. He's just He's just too strong, too powerful, bro. Ain't no Roberto Duran's down there right now. You know, if they couldn't take Triple G shot, man, so be it, bro. You know, Kell Brook, yeah, he had mild success, but then with Triple G, just like, you know what? I crushed guy from Suffield, and he crushed him. Like, nobody, man, y'all better go look at what Triple G be doing to motherfucker, man. Like I said before, these ain't the greatest fighters in the world that he beating on. But he's starching, motherfucker. Man, he leaving dude, man. He starching people. That's like saying, you know, move up and fight David Lemieux. No, David Lemieux ain't that. All David Lemieux got to do is land one. Ain't nobody at 47 can fade David Lemieux at 60. Man, all David Lemieux got to, you can be outboxing David Lemieux. All David Lemieux got to do is land one. He said, Derrick James, no story. He said, people haven't learned last time someone jumped to 47.60, the small one got his orbital, bro. Man, like I said before, man, 60, man, that's a hell of a jump right there, bro. I'm telling you, that's a hell of a jump. You talking about, what's that, 13 pounds? Man, y'all crazy. Y'all crap. Maybe if you grow into it, bro, y'all think these niggas just move up, man. Y'all, man, there ain't too many Roberto Durans and, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard's out there. And them niggas some big ass welterweights, and, you know, Duran was lightweight at one point. Waiting on that man to lose, let it out. Man, you damn sure waiting on him to lose. I told you I go to the fight, man. I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna be pouring Spence fans' cup. I'm gonna be pouring them some drink. I'm gonna be pouring them niggas some drink at the fight. You know you need it. Easy like son. I'm gonna be singing like the Commodore Zoom Zoom. I'm gonna be singing that shit drinking. He said Bud really gonna F up and play the game, and Bud go up there and whoop on Charlo, man. That's more impressive than anything Floyd did at 54. Arizona Lara gonna come back down. You didn't fight to me. King KO, keep talking so 3 significant in the mid 3 years. It's significant in the mid 30s. I mean, yeah. Who Crawford last softball he fought was Julius, and Don Crawford has to come out and fight Spence. He has to stay in. Yeah, no, he don't. No, he don't. You can go righty. He ain't got to come out and fight that nigga southpaw. And Spence can switch too. That's a lot of people don't know. Spence can switch his guard too. It might be like, remember in the minor leagues when the pitcher and the batter, they both would switch pitchers and switch hitters, and they both kept changing for like 10 minutes. And they put a rule in there. You never see a switch pitcher and a switch batter bat. Go look that story up. It was in the minor leagues. Said that the great one started to decline at 35. Depends what weight you're talking about. Depends who you're talking about. When did Bernard Hopkins decline? You know, Archie Moore. He said there's a difference between 35 and 32. You never know. Everybody aged differently, bro. Everybody aged differently. Triple G 40. How many 40-year-old fighters can get in there and survive what Murata was dishing out at 60? Adonis Stevenson started boxing at 29, but when his time came, his time came. Or he turned pro at 21, his time came. Everybody different. Shane Mosley, you know, Cotto still was banging. And Floyd, it all depends. It all depends. All this is genetic. Some guys, like some people, you see a woman, she say she 40. You see another woman, she say she 50. She look 35. The woman 40 look 50. So think about that for a minute. So you got, everybody not built the same. Everybody don't carry the body the same. Everybody don't have, the same genetics. You know what I'm saying? And it depends, 32. Errol Spence look older than Crawford in the face. And that's because he had an accident. So, y'all talking about ages, man. Depends on the wear and tear. Depends on how many punches you took. Every boxer got a neurological punch count. He said when you see that damn shell, the motherfucker down there tripping. I don't know what that's about. Casimir said the N-word. Yeah, he said the N-word. Yeah, he called Tim Bradley a nigga at the press conference. Yeah, I'm watching that shit. Man, I told you I was a huge Tim Bradley. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Yeah. He's you nigga. He wasn't saying it like he was in my bad. He was saying it like, man, like with the derogatory spin on things. Jermell gonna fight Jose Benavidez. It is what it is. Benavidez got to beat Lara. I want Benavidez supposed to fight Lara. They changed it to that's just dawned on. They changed it to Gary Spike O'Sullivan. Crazy. He said fans don't respect weight class, man, at all. At all. It's weight classes for a reason. I think Boots would, man. Y'all smoking crack. If y'all think Boots whip Triple G, man, y'all smoking crack. Y'all sound like them niggas that said Errol Spence could beat David Benavidez like 4 years ago. Y'all smoking crack. Y'all smoking crack. That nigga couldn't even probably beat David Lemieux. That's not saying his skills not there, bro. That's a lot of weight. It's different than put some headgear on and spar somebody. That's a lot of weight, bro. Even Triple G boxed David Lemieux. Even Triple G boxed David Lemieux. You see what he did to Curtis Stevenson, bro? That nigga left that nigga mama crying and all. That nigga, man. I just seen what that man capable of, man. I know what Triple G capable. It's just weight. There's too much weight. Y'all think a nigga can just jump up, man? You crazy. The great ones can jump up in weight and still look great. The great ones can, but not everybody can. Not even all the greats can. But like I said before, Crawford said what he said. He want to go straight into it. He jumped up 4 weight classes, 35, 40, 43. And, let's do it. So, it's been a lot of excuses for Errol Spence. And now when Errol Spence was saying, well, I don't know if I want to fight, it was, we don't need to fight. I don't want to see the fight no more, And then now he look good and he confident now. Now as they want to see the fight, all Errol Spence supporters and fanboys and managers, Spence and Dead, all they do is feed off each other. And now what this gonna boil down to is if you lose to this man, people gonna say, well, your career over with, and vice versa. Vice versa. It's gonna say the same Crawford win, it's gonna be the end. But at the end of the day, Crawford already done so much. But it's Spence, the way they done built this shit up, bro. This might be one of the fights that, that the loser never mentally recover from. It might be one of those fights that the loser never mentally recovers from. Especially Spence. They put so much emphasis on this fight, bro. They put so much emphasis on this fight. It don't make no sense. And he could have just fought him years ago, had a better chance to win, been fresher, lost, won, rematch, whatever, won, lost, whatever it may be, won. And he could have moved around his career. But now, like what people saying with Deontay Wilder, I was a victim. I was in there like, bro, he might should retire. But he lost to the best heavyweight in the world. When did losing to number one become your career's over with? It ain't like you went out there and you lost to J-Rock, who just came out and performed the way he performed the last couple fights. You lost to the number one guy in the world. What's no shame in that? especially if it's a close competitive fight. Ain't like nobody telling the man to retire, even though a lot of people say that was controversial, but she let her the foot off the gas, you know. But that is what it is. He's talking to my support the channel, Venmo, CJ Good 313. Appreciate that. D-Lo 404, shout out to Welcome to Atlanta where the plays play and they ride on them things like day. Triple G whoops boots being real. Man, niggas too much weight. They smoking crack on that one. The mute could crack, man. The mute and left a few niggas froze. He said they waited the more disciplined fighter out, and Derrick James had one job to do, that study Crawford and give his fighter some tools to offset his opposition. He can't do that. You know what? It's no secret what Errol Spence game plan gonna do. He outwork you. He's an attrition fighter. He's a volume fighter. He's a fighter that makes no adjustments. He get on the inside versus Sean Porter. He closing, he beating up Sean Porter to the body or attempting to, and he's standing straight up in the air. Like, man, make your target smaller. Crouch down so you can get some leverage, man. Like I said before. It's no excuse for Terence Crawford. You know what they're gonna do. They come out and box. He don't get on his toes good enough to outmaneuver you boxing. One thing they come to do, and they come to pressure you. And the thing about today, these guys can't handle the pressure. The pressure mounting down on you, mounting down on me. The pressure, which is a fucking great song, by the way. Shout out to Queen and David Bowie, and rest in peace to Freddie Mercury and David Bowie. That's a great fucking song, There's a star, man, waving, and David Bowie, truth. But nonetheless, there's no secret they gonna do. They're gonna try to come in the best shape possible. They gonna, come out there, throw volume, and when that shit don't work, or if it do work, keep doing it till you break them down. And for Terence Crawford, what's gonna do is offset the aggression. And how do you offset the aggression, man? A lot of times, don't let them niggas set their feet. That's what it is. A lot of times, you just don't let them set their feet. Honestly, nobody ever talk about distance and feet. Don't let that man set his feet. It's simple as that. When he set his feet, you just move off the mark, or you punch before you get off. But like I said, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. And all these niggas gonna jump right on Crawford's sack if he win and all this type of stuff. And that's what they do. And if he lose, they gonna have their day and talk shit, and then they're gonna praise him about how good of an opponent he was, and they're gonna start writing up his his recognition to pump up Spencer Charlo resume. That's the way it go. But if he can do this at 35 years old, he can beat both of these dudes around when he's 35 years old. That's even more impressive. So like I said before, man, he told y'all what he want. I don't know why people don't take this dude serious. I don't understand that. Why they don't take him serious? He literally left Bob Barrow and crossed the street. It's not enough infinite emphasis on him doing that. He literally had one of the best contracts in the welterweight division. He was able to make a shit ton of money and walk away without getting an extension or whatever. Said Thurman against everybody. Thurman on the bench. You need to get off the bench and be a stall. He said Kell Brook and Amir Khan both basically moved up the middleweight, look good until they got cracked. Yeah. You take the punch. He gave a promotion salute. He said now EJ is killing himself to make weight and Crawford is comfortable. I mean, yeah. He looked good last time off, making that weight. That nutritionist helped him. Bud lose the Spence 90% of your content. It is 90% of my content is gone. You sound stupid. 90% of my content is gone. How dumb do you sound? Come on. All my biggest videos have nothing to do with him. Like, I can literally put them up. All my videos above 400,000-500,000 has nothing to do with him. Shit, my Reggie from the Shy video still making me more money than his videos. So, like I said before, I don't make my channel about one fighter. And like I said, when he get his ass, we'll bring your ass back on with the same name. Bring your ass back here. I want to see your matter of fact, pull up to the fight. I want to see your face. I'm gonna pour you a shot. So Spence gonna get his eye closed. Well, it is what it is. He gonna sit there like Ugas. He gonna sit there like Ugas and get beat on. Maybe it will. You never know. Maybe it will. But you know, what about he closed Spence out? What about he knocked that motherfucking eye out the socket? What y'all gonna say? Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, man. Knock him out the box, Rick. Come on. If he knock his shit out the mud into the stands and shit, you motherfuckers gonna pick it up and try to put it back. What if he knock his fucking eye out? How about that? But Spence ain't fought nobody at all. The only person he could fought that was worth the damn was Keith Thurman. That's the only person he could have fought. Everybody he fought was a leftover, a C-level fucking bum or old. You know, he ain't seen nothing like this. He ain't even seen nothing like Gamboa, to be honest. If we being 100%, he ain't seen nobody as talented as Gamboa. Nobody with the speed and the awkwardness and the talent, the pure talent of Yurick. He ain't never fought nobody as talented as Yurick Gamboa. Think about that for a minute. Who he fought that's more talented than Yurick Gamboa? That got more talent than him. Think about that for a minute. Nobody. Sean Porter is just a football player. He's athletic. Then he's an overachiever. Ugas, come on. C-level fighter at best. Mikey Garcia ran from Yurick Gamboa. Now, he said he was getting a flat rate. I ain't mad at him at that. I ain't fight. Gamboa, you know, what boogeyman Crawford fought? I mean, what boogeyman Spence fought? I'll wait. Because Gamboa was the boogie. Boogie, oogie, get. He was the boogeyman. Nigga had Mikey scared to come outside at night. Said Bud Crawford stops all southpaws so far. He said Hawkins became undisputed at 39 years old. Bernard defeated Trinidad at 36. Kofi said when D'Lo 414 boxer say Charlo here, Bud and Andrade, they become matchmakers. You know, oh yeah, I don't pick my fights, man. You know, I got a fight scheduled in November already, man. We're talking about fighting in March. Yeah, I got a fight in November. So it was harder, 47 to 60 or 60 to 75, 47 to 50. Glove changes. They change by 2 ounces too. You know, I would say that. They need to stop talking age, no excuses. Hey, it's just an excuse. Cap Andrade run from the Charlo fight. Yeah, he kind of did. You know, he signed with Rock. His business ain't his career might be over. I'll talk about that in the morning. His career might be over with, bro. Everyone has a different health age, especially athletes and boxers, especially due to the ring wearing lifestyle. Shit, look at LeBron. Keep going. Look at Kareem. Shit, keep going. David Benavidez with body bag. Errol, man, what you talking about? Nigga, man, him and Derrick James can get pieced up. He said, whoever said Boots can be Triple G is on perk 30s. Addicted to heroin and snorting crack. Damn. Can Spence even move up and beat Fondora? He said David will end Spence's life. We bad boys for life. Yeah, I agree. Nobody at 47 can be top tier 60 plus. Spence said he wouldn't fight David. That's a video game talk. Man, David Benavidez will dog walk any nigga at 47. You know how big that nigga is, man. You heard Jermell say he's cruiserweight. You know, for him to really get disrespect, he need to go to cruiserweight or heavyweight. I was looking at that nigga like, man. Ain't no cap. Jermell was asked about Andrade after the fight, and he said, ain't no matchmaker. Next sentence, why don't Andrade fight dude I just fought? That shit was funny. That's Jermell. You know, that's Jermell. Now he fights somebody that Andrade fought. I'm been over that shit, bro. That was a good fight, too. Jamil Howard said, when the fight happens, you people will find out that unseen, tangible Spence style has no answer for the assault. They are basically hoping Crawford will get hurt during the fight. Now, yeah. I mean, anything can happen in a fight. You could, roll your ankle. You can, get cut, a headbutt, a shoulder can fall off. You never know what can happen. That's an actual fact. And that's what they pretty much, but they don't have no other healthy, they don't have another healthy and financial alternative but Jermell Charlo. That's the only thing that can get him out this fight is fighting Jermell Charlo. Only thing. He said Fondor would do Spence dirty. Yeah, I mean, if he can't keep Fondor off of him, you gotta keep Fondor ass on the back foot. You let that big fella get the rolling on the front foot, it is over with. You better pray. Everyone forgets Crawford is a lightweight, moved up, became a champion at 47. How many fighters have done that? Not in this era. Who was the last one who moved to 35 and won the title? Shane? It had to be somebody before Shane, wasn't it? Damn. Like, who the last one? Because lightweight kind of been down for the last few years, bro. For a while, bro. Like, you know, when was the last time the lightweight division was hot? Like. Because when Shane was fighting, he was knocking everything that was moving, but at the same time, it wasn't name rich though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. He said Triple G was very strategic and costly. Yeah, because Abel Sanchez told that nigga gonna get hit with that shit. Fondor puts a whooping on Spence just being real. Said Andre walked away from the that's Jermell Charlo. That's not Jermell Charlo. They two different ones. Fondor, and he said that's because he was a champion. He was making less money. I mean, hey. He was the house father, Jermell. Fondor beats Bud. Man, that's a big motherfucker. Hell yeah. What you mean? Shit. Nobody denying that. That motherfucker, man. That'd probably be Bud. If he do win, that'd probably be Bud last fight. You know, probably be his last fight. Spence probably got a better chance than him. Styles make fights. Him on Linktree right there. John agreed. Yeah, what you mean? Shit. Nobody's dumb enough to say that. Shit. Spence definitely got a better chance for Fondor. I mean, I guess Bud can outbox him, but man, can you keep him off of you? Spence got a better chance of keeping that nigga off. He said Fondor and David Morrell, 54. Man, Morrell will do that nigga dirty. I'll get dirty with you. What Pushashi say? Get dirty with you. Do that nigga dirty. Matchmaker, like I said, stamped. He said, CJ, you touched on this earlier, but Vegas jacked up the fight price. But I'm not mad because either fighter gonna be the same after the fight physically. You never know. Sometimes in them big fights, shout to Naquan, they get better. I don't think it's gonna be the type of fight y'all think it is. If it is, that's better. That's better for TV. Shit, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting though. But that'll bring boxing back if they had a really good war. I don't know what type of war it's gonna be because Spence ain't really no war type of fighter. You know, he control you with his length, and then he go to work, and you really don't get a chance to answer. You know, even when Sean Porter was answering, it wasn't like effective. Well, that's Sean Porter. He don't do effective aggression or clean aggression. It's all kind of sloppy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, he said losing is part of the sport. Many of the greats ever to do it all lost in some capacity. Factual. If Spence loses, excuses already set in stone. D-Lo, what's going on? Yeah, what's up, Lothario? What's going on? He said, let's go, Bud. He said, Bud got the tools, but the dog in him won't let him. You crazy. You crazy. Nigga, man, that nigga was disciplined versus Sean Porter and Postal. So I don't know where people get to the point where he not disciplined. That's a lie. You know, when he got somebody in there, he know he gonna beat the fuck out of him. Then but you know when he can be disciplined, he showed in the Sean Porter fight. So that's a cap. So Crawford is already on the war pay, confident. Not saying he's taking Spence easy to touch, but he knows that he's coming after Charlo. Spence is a cat. Shout out to Lil Lim. He said Charlo, come on. He said Salute always look forward to these. I appreciate it, Johnson. So he said even the wreck is no excuse not after two stellar performances and questioning whether anyone can beat Spencer 47. Let the cream rise to the top. He said block his ass. He said I had to time him out. Okay, good. It is what it is. Bruh, Spence fans on Twitter was talking about how they love him, and Spence tweet was about him thinking on the toilet. What? Pour him on a shot. Yeah, here y'all go. I'm gonna have a shot stand up there. You know, this yak. I hope CJ, I hope I make the fight. We can step down on Fred and Blue Blood. Nigga Blue Blood. I was looking at you. You know, I ain't got no problem with you. You know. Looking at you. Man, Fred gonna have the longest line for somebody looking for him. Looking for me, here I go. The man right chill. These Errol Spence talking nonsense. Man, they gonna move on to Devin Haney, move on to Boots fan club. It is what it is. Spence and Bud, Vegas or AT. It should be in They'll do it in Vegas. I heard Alvin doing it in Vegas. I wish they do it in ATL. That should be lit. I might drive there. How the fuck start Thurman Steele ain't fought Spence? How many 50-50 fights PBC out on in their own stable? Too many. Pound for pound, I agree. Gamboa got heart. Gamboa, he had talent at one point. He had talent. Gamboa was the favorite. Crawford was supposed to win that fight at all. That was a good fight. That shit was lit. Poster was a boogeyman too. Asked Danny Garcia. He paid him step aside. Support the channel. Cash out $. CJ Good 313. Just trust the process, bro. After the fight happens, you guys are going to be respected. New Box Media. He said Spence fight Fondor. He gonna be talking like Derrick James. He said, and he get in there. He beat Fondor. He gonna be talking shit to your ass. He gonna earn it though. Early 2000. He gonna earn that. You beat Fondor at 54. You gonna earn it. So he said, I know I'm off topic, but what you think about the Lions draft? No expectations. No comment. No comment. I ain't seen none of them niggas play, but the first two picks, to be honest. So I can't. I like the safety though, from Syracuse. And Jameson, he didn't want to beat her though, bro. But hey, man, he like Detroit. Lavish was going on. Said Morrell beat the dog walking. He was stupid. I think Charlo will stop Fondor after watching Lubin. Yeah, good fight. I probably favor Charlo too. He said Javier Logan Bud needs to get one of these fight sponsors to be Alcoholic Anonymous and announce it during the press conference. That's what I do. You ain't lying. That nigga probably ready to fight right before that. Fondor can't fight. See that he get killed. It's a reason why he fights 54. Smart move by his team. You ain't lying. If y'all expecting a Spence beat down on Ugas type, y'all sadly mistaken. He do that shit, man. That shit was fixed. But yeah, I said I went on here long, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Listen to this next morning on Anchor and Spotify, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's all links in my in the description. In my link tree, you can find it everywhere from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal if you want to support the channel. Cash App and Venmo is both CJ Good 313, $ CJ Good 313, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Find all that in my link tree. You can find this in the Boxing 101 playlist with the rest of all my live stream. Appreciate the love, support. Pieces, I believe Bud will be Canelo, man. That's too much weight. Canelo fucking heavyweight after he eat and drink. But appreciate y'all. Peace.